Well, there's no need to remind you that we're in the wet season, but right now it's all clear. Basically, from the flood warning that was issued, basically it's now at the risk level of green, which means that no hazards are expected. The Meteorological Service still advising you to stock up on those emergency supplies, as well as create an emergency plan once you've got the time to do so. In terms of the rainfall for the month of June, it's just about 146 millimeters, so we're well short of what we usually expect for the month of June. It's been very dry, as you can see. As you head towards August, which is typically our wettest month, you notice all that rainfall still to come. So the wet season is not over. We'll continue to see those tropical waves leaving Africa, coming across the Atlantic into the Caribbean, but they are encountering a lot of Saharan dust and also some cooler waters. So that's the reason why there's no tropical development expected over the next few days. But the tropical waves nevertheless will start to make their approach and continue to increase moisture levels. So you could be seeing some of that possibly by through Tuesday and then into Wednesday, and then eventually clearing out by the time we get to Thursday, with a lot of hazy sunshine expected by them. But for Tobago, starting tonight, then you'll notice partly cloudy skies, some haze around, and then through the morning, watch out for a lot more cloudiness to begin to build, and then into the afternoon, the possibility of some of those showers coming over the hillsides through Mason Hall down towards Canaan and Buku, and all the while feeling quite breezy. Now for Trinidad, after a mostly settled night, you'll also notice a lot of clouds beginning to build for eastern areas, so around Turco, through Manzanilla, Mayaro, and eventually into Beach, as well as into Piarco and Port of Spain. You'll notice a scattering of showers working their way through the day, and the breeze continuing as well. Now for those of you in central and southern Trinidad, the addition of the moisture as well as the daytime heating could well spark a couple of thunder showers, especially down towards San Fernando, Rio Claro, down towards Moruga as well. You could see a heavier bursts popping up there, but all the while remaining sure that gusty winds are possible in those heavier bursts, and street or flash flooding is also likely. In terms of the wet week through Wednesday, still continue to see a couple of showers, possibility of some of them turning heavy, especially for Trinidad. But then come Thursday, you'll notice a familiar pattern here. Showers, Saharan dust, and then showers again, and that will basically be our trend for the next few weeks. For those heading offshore looking for those fresh easterly winds, you see flags rippling on the beaches, and some whitecaps out at sea, 2-meter wind waves through the Caribbean and the Atlantic. It is east-northeasterly swells of 8 seconds. And you've got your early high tide at 6:30 a.m., the next one at 8 p.m. Now, across the Western Caribbean, we have one tropical wave there, but it's not set to generate any sort of activity. Mostly across the islands, mostly settled there. Just occasional showers are passing through. And the main reason for that is that they have some Saharan dust in the air. So that will continue to affect Santo Domingo as well as Port-au-Prince. Some of that will likely drift into Kingston as well. So basically cutting out most of the showers, and only a brisk shower expected for Havana. Out towards Eastern Caribbean, you pick up the cloudiness again, especially for the Windward Islands, and then down towards Georgetown, the possibility of some thunderclouds erupting. And for us, there's also the possibility of some thunder showers going through Tuesday, and all the while you'll see some breezy, brisk showers coming through towards the end of the day. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.